front men, and Sterling checks in trouble, and it's Jefferson puts it away.
Living reflections from a dream.
Alright guys, welcome to lucky episode number 13 of the Frangerine Dream with me, Fran. So, listen, we're in trouble. We've got 2 games to go, and we are in a little bit of trouble because it turns out when you keep moaning that all you can do is make the playoffs, Footy Manager gets pissed off with you and threatens to take away your playoff privileges. And that is the position we are in now. We are safe in the playoff by 3 points. But this episode, the final episode, the last 2 games of the season, we are playing Burton, who are just here. They will be tricky opposition. And we're playing Mansfield, who are just here. They will be tricky opposition. And we've just got problems fucking everywhere as well. So let me start off by telling you the biggest news so far. Well, arguably the biggest news. The Oystons are out. Oh, rejoice, people of Blackpool. The Oystons' reign is over. I realised in I think it was like my 2nd or 3rd episode, I said something about, the Oystons have been really good because they're giving me like everything I'm asking for in the board meetings and stuff. They were. Like, if I said to them, will you upgrade the training facilities or the youth facilities? They would say, yeah. And they'd get like 3/4 of the way through it. And then they'd say, oh, sorry, we've pissed all our money away. Don't know how, but all the money's gone, so can't finish that off. Scrap that. So they were doing worse than saying no to my requests. They were saying yes, pissing about with time and money, and then cancelling them anyway. So it was just a long drawn out no. So fuck the Oystons, fuck Owen Oyston, fuck Carl Oyston, and welcome Sam Chambers, new chairman of Blackpool FC. He has come in and given us a bit of a loan, but it won't last long. We are still shipping money. No idea how. I feel like I have done my bit transfer wise. We're still 2 million in the black transfer wise this year, and we are well below our wage budget as well. So fuck it, I've done my bit. The Oystons have fucked the finances right up, and maybe what's his name? Maybe Mr. Chambers will be able to make us sustainable again. So looking forward to that. So goodbye, Mr. and Mr. Oyston, and fuck off. Next we come to some news which is not as big in the grand scheme of things, but the news that has personally devastated me. Carlton Cole has damaged his cruciate ligaments. He was already planning on retiring this summer, and he has played his last game for Blackpool. I'm just gutted. We didn't get to say goodbye to Carlton Cole. And I tried to offer him a job as an under-18s coach, because that was the only place where I could really justify bringing him in with the stats he's got, because we have got coaches who are much better than this. I don't want to get rid of them for him. I don't want to be just completely sentimental like that, but I do want to bring him in, but I can't really justify it. I tried to bring him in as an under-18s coach, but he turned it down. The wages weren't good enough for him. So fair enough. So Carlton Cole, I'm afraid, has played his last game for Blackpool. Other news, GTF is injured for, I think, the rest of the season? Yeah, 2 to 3 months, so he's probably injured until next season. Corey Knowles is injured for about 2 months. Good. Marlon Pack is suspended for this match. Gary Irvine is out for 2 to 3 months. Dwight Tyndall is injured again, but he's coming back in a couple of days. So, yeah, been great. Do you wanna catch up? Let's have a catch up, shall we? My God, where did I leave you? Reading 2-1, that sounds right. Was that right? That was probably right. After Reading, we lost to Southend. I fucking hate Southend. I told you this last time. Well, I actually said I felt really bad about beating Southend because I quite liked them this year. But they fucking beat us in the 92nd minute. Can't be doing with that. A centre-back from a corner as well. My God. So we lost to Southend. We then turned it around. We beat Port Vale. thanks to a Remy Street own goal. Oh no, I remember that own goal. That was one of those that was very harshly given as an own goal, in my opinion. So have a look at this. Timon throws it in for Billy Clark. Clark lays it back off for Timon. The cross comes in. It's away as far as Michael Caine, and Gary Irvine hits it. Brilliant Gary Irvine goal. Isn't it? No, Remy Street own goal, by the sounds of it. It took a tiny little nick, but I'm giving that to Gary Irvine, because odds are he will not score for us again. So, good goal, Gary Irvine. And Brad Potts also scored in that match. And then we played Bury. We drew 1-1. Adam Lafondra opening the scoring for us, and Josh Timon equalising for Bury in injury time in the first half. So that was very nice. We then lost to Northampton with Carlton Cole opening the scoring, but Hoskins and Jakupovic got the goals to put Northampton ahead. And then we drew away at Scunthorpe in an utterly unentertaining match. And then I mentioned last episode that I might show the Walsall game. In this episode I might not. I might play it myself. I decided to play it myself, so obviously it was a fucking awesome game. Walsall took the lead through Cuvelier, and Carey made it 2. Brad Potts got one back for us. Graham Carey made it 3-1 for Walsall, and then Brad Potts scored again, and then Adam Lafondra scored to make it 3-3, and then obviously 15 minutes from time Adam Chambers scored the fucking winner for Walsall. So in short, we've lost a bunch of players through one reason or another. Tony fucking Hibbert is in the starting lineup. T Hibby is in the starting lineup. We're in shit form. We're playing two good teams. All our strikers are out of form, and I am changing to a new formation because fuck it, why not? We did it last season. We changed to the 4-2-3-1 narrow just before the playoffs, and it gave us a boost. I'm hoping this will be able to do the same thing, because Billy Clark has been ineffective in his Trekrista role lately. He has been on a 6.44 average. Danny Philliskirk, equally ineffective, whether playing as a deep line forward or as a shadow striker. He's had a 6.54 rating. And Adam Lafondra, who it turns out is an avid watcher of this YouTube series. Don't fact check that or anything, just trust me. Adam Lafondra himself called this series outstanding. So, as I say, don't ask him about it, just trust in your pal Franny. Anyway, these are the tactics we are going with today. They are standard, they are structured, and they are aiming to make us more solid at the back and just shake things up a bit. So basically we have Mayamba in the goal, a fully defensive back line of T Hibby, Tom Aldred, Clark Robertson and Luke Higham. The two central midfielders are Michael Caine and Charlie Lee. They will be playing as a box-to-box midfielder and a ball-winning midfielder on defend. We have Josh Timon on the left wing, so still giving him licence to get forward and whip those crosses in, while Higham stays at the back to make us solid. And Billy Clark will be cutting in off the right wing, feeding the likes of Philliskirk, Lafondra and Caine. Philliskirk will be dropping back as a false 9, freeing up room for Clark and Caine to bomb forward past him. And Adam Lafondra is up there as well as an advanced forward. I thought if all our strikers are either injured or out of form, we might as well just get two of the out of form ones and stick them together. Let them have each other for company. I believe I have caught you up on everything. So, no pressure, but we are playing Burton away, who last year were a championship team. They're doing quite decently this year. We're in shitty form. Oh yeah, and one thing I remembered when I was picking T Hibby for this team is that when I brought him in, I made a promise to myself that Tony Hibbert would get his first Blackpool goal. And not only that, the first professional goal of his career. So Tony Hibbert will be on penalty duty today. So that's good, isn't it? It's not as though we desperately need these points, is it? No. Just one more slightly interesting thing. We've got Dara O'Neill on the bench. He is the left back that I brought in January. He has not played for us at all so far, but he is on the bench due to all the fucking injuries we've got. So welcome aboard, Dara. And let's give him the old 33. 33 squad number. That is a left back's number. I'm going to calmly tell the Blackpool FC players, yeah, run a bad run, so go and impress me. Burton have started off in that Conte-esque 5-3-2. Oh, bollocks, I didn't run through the lineup, did I? Bit right. We've got a highlight anyway. Fletcher has nodded it on. That is Ashley Fletcher of West Ham. He's on loan. Saw him earlier this season. Danny Philliskirk breaking forward. What can he do? He has a go. It's well over. It's well and truly over from Danny Philliskirk. Never mind. Get him next time. Okay, another highlight. It looks like it might go Burton's way. Furlong is on the right wing, ready to cross it. Robinson heads it away. It's Naylor to Palmer. Ashley Fletcher. Ah, it's in from Fletcher. Ah, fuck. Ashley Fletcher has opened the scoring for Burton. And Blackpool drop to 6th. So very, very get-atable. This 6th spot is very accessible to the scenes below us. So good. We do have superior goal difference though, so maybe... Oh, I don't fucking know. We need points. We need points from these last 2 games. T. Hibby has picked up a booking. Excellent. Let's see if we can get him suspended for the final game of the season. Right, I've told everyone that I cannot be arsed with another half of football like that. Look at these fucking strikers. 6.4 and 6.3. Right, here we go. Mayempa plays it onto the right wing for Billy Clark. Michael Caine. Now Billy Clark, go on, cut inside. Use some of that magic. He plays it behind Michael Caine, but it's alright. He lays it back to Charlie Lee. Luke Higham. He's got Timon running into that channel. He's found Charlie Lee instead. Higham. Timon. Charlie Lee. Adam Lefondro. Here we go. Texera gets in there and he plays the ball away to Ashley Fletcher, and for fuck's sake, because it's going to be a counter-attack, isn't it? It's not even our fucking... Charlie Lee gets in there. He's giving it away again to McFadzean. Irvine to Mason Bennett to Furlong. Furlong crosses it in for Ashley Fletcher. Oh, for fuck's sake. Blackpool are being taken to pieces. So yeah, we are being pretty soundly beaten off the park here. So you know what we do when we're just getting hammered? We just go back to the attacking formation and hope that it all works out. Keith McMullen is coming on for Luke Higham. He will be an advanced playmaker over there. And Charlie Lee is coming off for Jack Payne. Excellent. And we've got Tony Hibbert as an attacking wing back. What more could you want? Here we go. Josh Timon throws it in. Jack Payne lays it back to McMullen. McMullen, go on, mate. Oh, shot's blocked. Oh, for fuck's sake, it's going to be another counter-attack. Low, plays it high. Contradiction. Bennett, back to Low. Low crosses it into the far post where Furlong's waiting. He heads it back to Irvine, who nods it down to Taylor. And it's blocked and cleared, but my God. Okay, I mean... it keeps acting like it's going to be my highlight, but it's fucking not, is it? Billy Clark gets in there. I mean, even now I'm waiting for the counter-attack, even though that was clearly our highlight. Clear-cut chance. Missed it. Fucking Billy Clark. Adam Lefondre is being replaced by Theo Robinson. And as much as anything, this is to show Mr. Freddie Adu that Theo Robinson deserves to be given a chance at York City. He said in his latest video he was sort of umming and ahhing about signing him. Just buy Theo Robinson, mate. Or sign him on a free. I think he's on a free. I don't know. And that is that. I mean, we played much better. Well, yeah, no, we did. We played much better after we changed to that attacking formation. They barely had a sniff after that, and we had quite a few chances, but not very good ones. Yeah, not good enough. Burton are now 2 points behind us, 3 goals behind us, and they could easily take us over if we do not win the next match. It's not actually as bad as I thought, because if we can get just something off Mansfield, we should be okay, barring like a big Burton win, like a high scoring Burton win. Who are they playing? They are playing Peterborough, who are 3rd. Oh, good. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Okay, so we should still be alright for the playoffs. So Michael Caine is out for between 5 days and 3 weeks. It's going to be a bit of a makeshift side, I won't lie to you, that faces the the mighty Mansfield in 7 days. Maybe we'll have Dwight Tiendali back. But to be honest, he's been missing since about Christmas. He's had about 3 injuries on the bounce, so he won't be anywhere near match sharpness, so I don't even know if I want to stick him back in the team. And here we are then. Here we are, last game of the season. We need, I reckon if we can get a point here, then we'll sneak into the last place of the playoffs. A win would be awesome, obviously. A loss would probably, I don't know, we might still be alright with a loss because Burton have to play Peterborough, who are 3rd in the league. So they, I don't know, anything could fucking happen. You'll notice we have gone back to the bloody old school tactic. We've gone back to 4-2-3-1, swashbuckling attacking football. Owen Jones is back. I don't think he's not started a game this season. He's just been playing for my reserves because I don't think I've used wide attackers at all this season. So yeah, the lineup for today is Mempa in goal. Tiendali is back at right back. Aldred, Robertson and Timon across the back. Charlie Lee and Jack Payne in midfield. Obviously Michael Caine is injured. Owen Jones, Billy Clark and Brad Potts across attacking mid. And Danny Philliskirk on his own up front. And on the bench we have Brucey's son, T. Hibby, McMullen, Pack, Higham, Lafondra and Robinson. The hero Robinson. Can he... Oh, he surely can't drag us up to the Championship, can he? Oh, what a player. What a player, Freddie. Right, we're only 3 minutes in and we have a highlight. Brad Potts to Charlie Lee. Oh, he's lost it to Glendon. And now Mugabe to Clark. Will it be Mansfield's? Dawson's giving it away to Tiendali. Oh, Tiendali. Come on now. Earn a new contract. Earn a new contract, mate. Billy Clark, he's giving it the fuck away. Oh, Billy Clark, what's happened to you? Oh, one thing you missed between these 2 matches is I just basically shouted at all the people who are out of form. Like Aldred, Clark, Lafondra, Philliskirk. I just shouted at them and told them to be better. And Billy Clark has not taken that on board just yet, but that is a decent ball to Philliskirk. That is an excellent ball to Brad Potts. Brad Potts has slid it onto the keeper, and we're away. Yes! So a win would guarantee us a playoff semi-final against Peterborough, I believe. It works like that, doesn't it? 6th against 3rd, 4th against 5th. Anyway, that was a good ball in from Philliskirk, and Brad Potts just poked it under the keeper, Dawson. I'm not sure what Dawson's doing, to be perfectly honest. And we have another highlight, 25 minutes in now. Who's this? It's Bennett to Thomas. Thomas is robbed by Billy Clark. Clark, are you finding form? No. No, I didn't think so. Never mind. It's cleared and Tom Aldred heads it back. Excellent. Mansfield have possession again. We're like the... Oh my god. Oh, thank fuck. That was the worst passage of play I've ever seen. Like a parent who's like playing with the child, but they're like pitying them. Just saying, oh, you've lost the ball. Go on, have it back. Have another go. Oh, you've lost it again. Go on, have another go. Pathetic. Awful. This is all awful. This is all the worst football I've ever seen. Baxendale's cross came in. It was nodded on by Rose, and Pearce headed it home. How are Burton doing? They are drawing, it seems. Josh Timon whips a free kick into the box, but Dawson takes it. The latest in a long line of highlights that look like they're going to be ours, but I doubt it will be. Tiendali heads it back, and Thomas gets it for Mansfield. Here come Mansfield. Thomas to Rose. Rose to Baxendale. Baxendale whips it in, and Rose is there. It's off the fucking post, and it's behind for a corner. Whitfield swings the corner in. Charlie Lee gets it away. Baxendale, can he do anything with it? Back out for Whitfield on the right wing. He drills it in, and Jack Payne gets it away to Brad Potts. I'm considering just fucking parking the bus. We're just shit. I kind of hope we don't go into the playoffs because we're just absolute shit at the minute. Can't do anything. If Billy Clark's not on form and none of our strikers are in form or fit, we've just got nothing going forward, and we just keep losing the ball, giving it away, and giving them fucking counter-attacks. Rose hits it, but it was deflected into the arms of Mayamba. I'll tell you what we're certainly doing. We're going to say unlucky, because it's not their fault none of the good players are playing. Yeah, unlucky everyone. Unlucky's all round. And what we are doing, we're going to standard, flexible, and we're going to take off, be more expressive. But yeah, those are the only changes we will be making. Right, here we go. Tiendali throws it to Charlie Lee. Tiendali, Jack Payne. No one's making runs. Back to Clark Robertson. Back to Josh Timon. Come on, mate. Work your magic. Get down that fucking flank. Good enough. Brad Potts whips it across. Owen Jones has scored. Owen Jones, you little shit. I have forsaken you this season, Owen. I have forsaken you. It will not happen again. Oh, excellent. I mean, to be honest, I don't know why it has happened. I don't know why I've not resorted to using him sooner. To be fair, we've had a really good season. We have had a really, really good season coming up from League 2, and even though we're a bit wobbly in the playoff places come the final game of the season, we're in the playoff places, and it looks like we're going to stay there. So, not bad at all for a team that's just been promoted. So I think for that reason I've not been forced into using Owen Jones. Until now, I've not thought, right, let's just chuck it all away and just go back to the old formation. And now it's gotten to that point, and I've thrown him in. He's fucking scored, because of course he has. Because I think he was like my second or third top scorer last season. Mental. 5th appearance of the season this is for him. Tony Hibbert will be coming on for Dwight Tiendali, who is lacking fitness. We need to keep him fit for the playoffs. Not wanting to jinx anything, but there you go. And Keith McMullen is coming on for Billy Clark. And to be honest, I think he might get Billy Clark's spot in the lineup come next game. Right, we've got 20 minutes to go. And what I'm thinking, what would make me feel a whole lot better about the playoffs is if Adam Lafondra just scored a goal, just to show me that he's still there. So he's coming on for Philliskirk. Come on, mate. Probably not time. McMullen crossed it in. Robertson's header is behind, and we've beaten Mansfield. So, pleased with that. We're into the playoffs. And yeah, I guess that has taught me a thing or two about my feelings towards the playoffs. I'm relieved that we're in the playoffs. Well done for securing a playoff place, where we will play against Peterborough, who were much, much better than us in the league, so good. And it is official. Blackpool will play Peterborough United in the playoff semi-final. Oh, nervous. I'm actually going to play these playoffs right now and record that episode as well. 2 in a row. I'm on fire. So yeah, look out for that. That will be pretty soon. If I'm being honest, I wouldn't really mind us losing the playoffs this year. I think we've got a good League One team. We're going to be getting more financially stable, presumably, now that the Oystons are gone and our new chairman has come in. And, you know, we've got a lot of old players, we've got a lot of young players who aren't quite there yet. So next season might be a season of emerging youth, and we might be best off sticking around in League One for that. So I'm not overly fussed if we don't go up this season. We've done well to get to this point. At the end of the day, I would still like to go up to the Championship, so don't know what I'm on about. But anyway, if you've enjoyed this episode, and if you're enjoying this series, and if you're looking forward to the bloody playoffs again, then then make sure you like and subscribe to this video. Leave a comment as well, that'd be great. And make sure you go and check out Freddie Adu's save, where I won't spoil it for you, but he has just finished his first season with York City, and it is an entertaining season, so make sure you go and give that a watch if you've not already. But as I say, I will be back very, very soon with the next exciting instalment of the Frangerine Dream. So apart from all that, I will see you later. Bye.
Oh.